Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Cosmos Atom. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, you can still see that we have the same Fibonacci retracement that we've had for a very long time. If you don't know how to use the Fib retracement, check out the description. There's going to be a link to a video where I explain exactly how to use the Fib retracement. Now, zooming into the chart here, you can see that we have the swing high printed in May of 2021 for the Fib, and we have the swing low all the way back during that 2020 March dump. And we bounced off the 0.5 here, then we bounced off the 0.618, and now we are on our way to take out the 786. Potentially, we're going to be forming some sort of a cup and handle pattern here. We might already be forming the channel down pattern, and I do think the breakout from here is going to be pretty strong. So for those of you who don't see that, here is the resistance, and here is the cup, and right now we're forming the handle. So once this happens, we typically see a channel down, then we break out as usual, and then once you start breaking out of that resistance, you're going to have a target to the upside. So how do we get that target? You basically take a trend line from the top of the resistance all the way down to the bottom of the cup, and then you place it on top, and you're going to have your target in front of you, which is going to be around $28. So hopefully that plays out relatively soon. And I do want to hold the yellow support trend line here that we broke above. I want to hold that as resistance, and also I want to hold this support trend line as well at $12.48, because that's a pretty major level we broke above. And the past two times we did that, we failed to hold above and solidify and make sure it's a support level. So that's what I hope we can do this time around. As well as we broke out of this, we broke above or out of this descending broadening wedge, and this is very, very bullish in my opinion. And we ran into the same level of resistance as we did back in November, and potentially we have a double top pattern at play here. And I wouldn't really like to see that, because if we lose the golden ratio here, we're going to have a major target to the downside, potentially taking us all the way down to the 0.5, which is exactly where we came from. If you look at the retracement here from June of 2022, we started there, then we entered this broadening descending wedge, and now we're breaking out. So going all the way back here isn't going to be very, very good, as you can imagine. So hopefully we managed to hold these upper support levels. Hopefully we managed to hold the 55 EMA on the daily chart. If not, we could be going lower, and in that case, for anyone looking to buy, that's good news, obviously. $11.20, good buying level. Below that, we have $10.61. Now, all of these trend lines are based off of the previous swing highs and swing lows that we've had. For example, here, $11.22, we had multiple retests of that level as both resistance and support. So if we manage to lose all of these as well, the next support level would be obviously the golden ratio at $8.80, but I highly doubt we go that low unless Bitcoin sees a very, very strong pullback. But if that happens, of course, you're ready with your buy limit orders. Taking a look at the daily RSI, you can see that we had a bit of a bearish divergence as the price action was printing higher highs while the RSI was printing lower highs. That is called a bearish divergence, and typically after that you see a pullback. That's exactly what we're getting here. I would be targeting either one of these three support trend lines. As you can see, the pink one we've been holding for quite a while. If you discount this fake out, the green trend line has been a very good solid buying indicator, as every time we have come down to that, we saw a move to the upside, as well as the yellow indicator here has been a solid support level since November, and we had a retest in December even. So take a look at this RSI, draw this out on your chart. You can extend this blue trend line because that's going to be a nice resistance level. And if you pay attention, for example, if I change this blue trend line to the green, you can see that we're sort of creating some sort of a sideways symmetrical triangle, I should say. And once we see a breakout, hopefully that's going to be to the upside. We're going to see a very, very nice move. And this could be considered a fake out. And potentially we're going to be coming back down to the green trend line, having a move to the upside into April, then a move to the downside into June, and then a breakout into August of 2023, which is typically where we see a move to the upside during summer. Now let's switch over to the Binance chart. And before we continue, guys, I quickly want to talk about my Patreon. Now, if you want to get involved, there's going to be a 7-day free trial, so you can go ahead and join, and you're going to get access to all of my content since I started posting on Patreon, which was all the way back in October of 2021. So there are hundreds and hundreds of posts with low cap gems, my exclusive podcasts that I do for patrons only, my low cap gem reviews, project highlights, your technical analysis requests, exclusive videos for patrons. So there's a whole bunch of stuff there that I don't share on YouTube or Twitter as to add more value to it. And I also share all of my buys, all of my sells. I share my portfolio in there. So if that's something that you're interested in and you really want to support the channel, then feel free to check it out. Thank you. Taking a look at the weekly chart on Binance, as you can see, my Elliott wave theory is playing out perfectly right now, which, to be honest with you, I did not expect. So we did see a perfect bounce from this support block, which I set up a long time ago from $10.05 all the way down to $8.47.5. And that's exactly where the 0.236 is of this Fibonacci retracement that we have. And this fib is set up with the swing high printed all the way back in January of 2022. And the swing low all the way back in June of 2022. So as you can see right now on the weekly chart, we are running into the 55 EMA, which is quite negative, to be honest with you, but that is showing that it's a strong resistance level going forward. Now, hopefully what we can do here is come back down to the 20 EMA, retest that as support, and hopefully that's where we see a bounce to the upside. Now, that's where the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level is, so hopefully that level holds us up. So around about $12.30. And hopefully this is our wave 3 here, and wave 3 is usually a pretty strong big wave. Potentially could take us all the way to $20, maybe even higher to $28.43. So I'm hoping that we can come back up to $44 by the end of the year. So I am assuming that we are going to be retracing to the all-time high price for Cosmos by the end of the year if this Elliott wave structure is legit. If it's not, and it would be invalidated if this wave 4 pulls below the wave 1 high, but that's speaking too far ahead. Let's focus on what's going on right now. So you can see that this is a healthy move that we're starting, a nice little bounce, higher low. The only issue is that we haven't broken above this September high. So once we do that, we are clear for continuation, and we need to break above the golden ratio as well. Now, taking a look at the long-term target here, we have the 1.618 set up at $159. So from where we are right now, that's around about 1,000% gains. And I think we can do even more than that, but this will be the conservative target that we have. And as you all know, I like to stay conservative. So taking profits at $160 to $180, I mean, that's fine by me. That's way more than you can make in any other markets, really. So Cosmos is going to explode next bull market. Maybe we even see it go above $200. No one knows. Depends on how the project delivers on its promises and how it handles itself in the bull market. Taking a look at the weekly RSI, you can see that we are potentially going to be coming back down for a retest. This light blue support trend line is going to be what we're going to be targeting here. So we have multiple retests from that target or from that support line. So hopefully we're going to see another one relatively soon. And you want to set up some buy limit orders as soon as you see the retest of that area there. let me change that to red. So that blue trend line there, if we go lower, you always have these couple of support trend lines. So 42.3 on the RSI, 39 and 37.6. Those are points of contact where we've seen bounces from previously on the chart. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to drag this video on for too long. Cosmos is doing healthy things. We're not overextended. Looking bullish for continuation. Hopefully we get the bullish cross on the weekly chart. We're above the 20 EMA. So let's hope for the best. Stake your Cosmos, and thank you all for watching. Goodbye and good night.